y'all. Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my demands. Like and subscribe. So I am in an undisclosed location, out and about. Wait, okay, now I'm ready. And so I just want to do a real quick video about the exemption that Microsoft got from the US government. I didn't actually read into it. I just heard a couple of creators kind of talk about it. I was like, what is going on? So apparently they have tariff exemptions from the government as far as their electronics, whether it's chips or I don't know how that extends, if it extends to all of the tariffed nations, whether it's Taiwan, Vietnam, China. I know China is a higher tariff than the others, and I know Microsoft shifted some of their manufacturing to Vietnam, but still, if they got exempt in all the regions, then possibly that their console would be less expensive than PlayStation's console. It's still be more powerful, and everything's up in the air, so we can't tell. That being said, Microsoft has a bazillion dollar corporation. I don't think they would pass the savings on necessarily to us, or maybe if they follow their 30% guideline, that they would fulfill that first and say, okay, we fulfilled the 30%, we did the math, so this is what it costs, and it'd still be cheaper than what PlayStation and Sony can offer. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but interesting, because I never thought that I would be in a world where video games, a hobby, basically toys, are being affected by the governments of the world, mainly our government, because we have a crazy president who he's not all there. The last two presidents, not all there. So they don't know what they know what they're doing, but it's like the repercussions of the whole tariff thing on its own has not destroyed the industry, but it has changed it in such a way that these corporations and these companies are like, we need that guaranteed money, serve the farmers. And so the big corporations are going to the big corporations to buy. It's like they all got together and said, you know what, we're the richest ones. Let's just buy each other's stuff and forget about the poor people, basically. So us consumers are left out in the cold. But like I always say, when times get difficult, we find ways to be resourceful, as gamers, as people, as just human beings. And so that will apply all across the industry. Not for the giant corporations doing the bad deeds, but for us as gamers, right? So I recently bought Xbox Ally, the white boy edition, right? I wasn't gonna buy X because it's too much money. I don't feel like that price is right. So I was willing to get it. It was on sale. I think it was $4.90 or something. Like it was a bit cheaper than I think it's $5.50 usually or something like that. Anyway, I picked it up and I'm like, okay, cool. And it's my dipping my toe into the next generation, kind of the move, the evolution that Xbox is doing, and this is the first step. And so I said to myself, I got a trip coming up, so I was like, all right, cool. But at the same time, I'm interested in kind of being on the front end this time, because usually I kind of wait for the generation to start up and see what the flaws are, if there's any red rings or yellow rings of death or all that stuff, get the bugs out. And so this time I said, let me jump in, let's go, let's see what's up. And it's kind of exciting and interesting because we're getting different updates. One update that broke everything, so they say. And then the next update that came up added Xbox sound, so now it's not broken or something. It's like more like an Xbox, and I'm like, it's cool. It's like these little type of things that are happening right now on the Xbox side, obviously, because PlayStation ain't doing nothing besides their state of mid that's gonna happen tomorrow. Xbox is doing all these moves, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of what gaming is about. It's about having this technology come through and getting us excited. Aside the games, the mystery surrounding their next console is exciting, because it's like, okay, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have that. We got the handheld. The handheld is kind of like a precursor to what the main console is gonna be. And so, I think that at the end of the day, it's going to be a great thing that we're going to be seeing and witnessing. PlayStation's just going to have PlayStation 5 for another 4 years or whatever, so 2030. I say 2029 to be optimistic, but Xbox is going to beat them to the market. That's the long and the short of it. That's what's going to happen. And the last time that happened, like I said, Xbox ate their lunch. They destroyed it. So I'm not sure it's going to happen that way exactly, but I think the next Xbox that comes out will be more successful than this series generation, but it's different at the same time, and success is measured differently as well. So we'll see. But anyway, I appreciate you hanging out, showing us my eyes. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole tariff situation, how Microsoft is kind of landing on the better side, the good side of this whole tariff situation, and where Sony's going to land and how they're going to be able to adapt to the fact that they have to pay more for their chips and such, hardware. And Microsoft doesn't, even though Microsoft has more money. I guess having more money and being American, an American company helps. I don't know. It's all politics. But anyway, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you next time.